All right. Can you hold this spot for me, Nikki? Because we're gonna. You gotta let. Can you let the moms know that we couldn't we couldn't get it live on the scheduled one. Same thing that happened yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just another YouTube.
Yeah, we're streaming on the main channel. I literally do not know how to work this out. Give it to him, dude. Let's do it. Hey-o. It's game time. Our 2 viewers just saw that. I think it'll get up to like into the 40s. The boys are all fired up. They're digging that we got a YouTube channel. Hey, what's going on, 10UA Squirt Team? Thanks for joining us. All right, looks like people are starting to pour in. Hey, the Zamboni's got a couple more passes. This is our semifinals game against the Florida Everblades. We're hoping for a solid performance and get ourselves into the championship game. Jason McPhee here today. Damon DiLorenzo will be with me momentarily. He's going to hold the camera. I forgot the tripod. It might be a little shaky out there. It was. This is one of those hockey starts that you question why you're doing this. Very early start to the morning today. So I wasn't on my A game and I forgot the tripod. These things happen. I'm sure Damon won't be upset with me at all.
No way. Here we go. I think the fans might get a little shaky. Sorry.
Yeah.
My coffee is for that.
I've warmed up the stick for you. That thing was freezing cold.
It's like a great thing here, though. Should be able to get some good shots.
Yeah, once again, we had to choose to work from the glass today. If you kind of pan around the arena, if you look over across, that's the standing area. It's like 3 bleachers, so it would have been really hard for us to set up and have any good vantage point, and you wouldn't have been able to see anything along the board. So we chose to do it like we did yesterday. Luckily, it's not an Olympic rink, so we should be able to see the team a little easier at the far end. We won't be able to move again. They've got it blocked off down there. You can see we have our home fans that traveled with us with their signs. That's as far down as you can get. Raptors are lined up right here, waiting for the Zamboni to pass
If we make
by.
a championship game, I might catapult from the ceiling to get a view from this top.
We'll put you in a harness, yeah.
We got a harness, you know, we can
Yep.
come down.
We've got enough support network. We might be able to pull
Should
this
be
off.
work. They may not see me up there. I don't know.
I think I remember how to tie some climbing knots.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
I think it'd be sweet.
Thank you, Mike. I'm doing great. I've got this bottle of water to carry me through.
Yeah. Playing the Everblades, right?
Yep, Florida Everblades, 12 UA against Raleigh Raptors, 12 UA. This is the Blue Line Hockey Tournament, the Barn Burner Labor Day weekend tournament down here in Tampa, Florida. We're at the Advent Health Center. This is a pretty good complex. It's got 4 sheets of ice, although the bathrooms leave a lot to be desired.
It's like 2 stalls for like 1,000 people.
There's like 1,000 people in here, and there's one bathroom, one urinal. Like, what's going on? Who designed this thing?
Yeah,
It has been crazy in here this weekend. It's a big tournament.
They do have changing tables though for the children, which is very nice.
Very
it's pretty
thoughtful.
ripe in the bathroom when I had gone there. So active change going on, and
Definitely,
father of the year in there. He was taking care of taking care of business for sure.
Certainly a family facility.
It was wonderful. It's good to see that they, care for the families.
Hey, it looks like Zamboni's done. We're letting this ice cure a little bit. I don't see the refs yet. Everyone's pretty anxious to get on the ice. They got the door open here. The
Here we go. The
what is
boys
that?
over here.
Is that the away
Little
team?
shot. Everyone wants to see their kids over here.
The Everblades are already on their bench. We're just gonna enter from a side door.
Shining on them. Look at that. Here we go.
We got 3 minutes on the clock for our warm up. Once the refs give us the green light, I'd like to see the same reffing crew from the last game. I watched the 10U AA game before ours. That reffing crew
nice.
did a good job. I'd like to see them out there doing ours. How you doing in that short sleeve shirt, Damon? It's pretty
Good.
cold on this side.
It's kind of nice. I feel pretty good.
It's basically like a cold plunge
My
in here.
coffee. It's like my coffee. Yeah. Jitters. There's caffeine.
All right, we are waiting for referees. That is the holdup. What time is it? Okay, so we're a little delayed on our start. Hoping to see some refs come out here soon.
I hope everybody checks the schedule too, because it looked like there's the potential that the championship game may be earlier when we were looking at the schedule. So just seeing that there may possibly be a 12:30 start for the championship game as opposed to 2:25. So
Yep,
just make sure you guys are keeping an eye on any scheduling changes.
yeah, we'll check on that. I'm sure
We gotta get this win first.
something will get posted immediately if there's just a change. Yeah, let's take care of step number one. All right, this is getting awkward now. Where are the refs?
Too bad they can't like warm up while they're waiting. Somebody.
Yeah,
Why didn't they allow that? I don't understand. If you have coaches that are here present that are certified by the coaching organization.
I don't know. It's just the
House
game
rules.
rule. Yeah, probably it's a USA hockey rule. I will say the good news is the ice has had plenty of time to cure, so there shouldn't be. There's still a few wet spots down here, so having the ability to let the ice dry a little bit is not a bad thing.
Maybe that's why they do it.
I think they'd rather stay on schedule. All right, there they are. I see one ref coming through. All right, everyone's cheering. First time you ever hear someone cheering for a referee.
Oh boy.
Red Bull in hand. He looks ready to go.
Here we come. Get a little zoom in action on the boys coming out here.
All right, he's got his partner with him. I see him over there. Trying to fuel up with some water. Ref's getting the net set up.
A little glare here on the window. Wow.
This other ref's over here filling up his water bottle. It's taking him forever. All right, yep, this is the same crew from the last game. All right, here we go. Raptors onto the ice for their warm-up. They're going to cross paths with the Everblades. I never understood this entry.
Here we go. Looks like we'll be shooting down on this end twice, right?
Yep, we'll be down in this zone.
So,
But no matter what, we can't get down there anyway, so we're just going to have to make this work. But it's a smaller rink, regular-sized rink, so it's a little easier to see who everyone is. 3-minute warm-up is underway. You're going to be up close and personal with the Everblades. We'll be hoping for a lot of action down in this end so you get to see the kids.
if I can get a little...
It's a big boy right here on the other team, this Wonderling kid. Look at him.
Yeah.
It's almost as big as me. I feel pretty good about this game. If we get out to the start we've had the last couple games, we should be all right.
Trying to zoom in there for you guys, get you a little better shot.
All right, it's good to see Medlin back in uniform. He had to serve his 2-game suspension. He's out there getting warm-ups, splitting warm-ups with Casalito. I assume Medlin will get the start. We'll confirm that.
That's helpful. I got no thumbs up. If I get some thumbs up, I'll keep it up here for the last minute.
All right, so we got 1 minute left in the warm-up here. Ready to get this hockey game underway. You know, I'm surprised so the 16U AA team is down here for a tournament too. We haven't crossed paths with them once.
Yeah,
I'm a little
they didn't do well.
No, I saw it looked like they had lost their first 3 games.
Yeah.
All right, last couple seconds of the warm-up. We'll get the pucks in and get things going. All right. Blue Line Hockey Tournament semifinals. Raleigh Raptors 12UA against Florida Everblades 12UA. Winner goes to the championship game. Let's do this. All right. Players are getting all the pucks cleaned up. Coach has got them in there for the pregame pump. And by the way, in case you hadn't heard, we're in handheld mode because I forgot the tripod, so I set Damon up for failure. I take full responsibility for that if it's a little shaky, but I know Damon, he's rock solid with this camera. He'll make it work.
That's it.
And once again, we couldn't really get any good seating on the side. There was no way to be elevated, so we chose this spot along the glass, kind of like we had yesterday. Anytime we can get elevated, we usually choose that, but the stands on the side here are just a really small bleacher. All right, we're gonna line up and do this handshake real quick. Crowd is pumping up the kids.
Let's get this party started. How we doing on time? Looks like still behind a little bit.
Let's see what our starting lineup is. Raptors sound pumped. Let's hope to get out there for a quick start. All right, we got Medlin in net. Schroeder, Lane, Anaya forward. Oktyabrowski and Wolf on defense.
2 minutes on the clock. Puck drop.
Schroeder pushes the puck forward, sends it back to Oktyabrowski. He chips it up along the board just to Lane a little far ahead of him. Everblades on the puck, behind their own net. Anaya pressuring, sends it up along the boards. Wolf steps up to hold the zone, sends it back down the low to Anaya. Anaya pushes it into the corner. Lane's there to pick it up, centering attempt. Anaya's right there, can't get its stick on it. Anaya pressuring. Florida clears the zone. Wolf steps up. Oktyabrowski steps up, pushes it. Grady grabs the puck. Schroeder has it taken away. Schroeder back on the puck as it was poked away from him. He sends it forward to Lane. Lane can't handle the pass. Florida player taken down. Ref's going to get us for a penalty right at the start of the game. Not the start we were looking for. It looked like Schroeder went for a poke check and his stick got caught up in an Everblade player's skate. We're going to be killing a penalty here. So we still got Anaya and Lane, and then we've got Hoover and Hoover and Anthony out there on defense. 12-17 left in the first. Raptors are going to hopefully kill off a minute 30 power play. Face off deep in our zone. Anaya steps in for the face off. It pushes to the middle. Florida in possession of the puck, sends it over to the defenseman. He fires it over to the far side, nobody's there. Skates over, Everblades with the puck into our zone, winds up for a shot. It's knocked down behind the net. Hoover picks it up. Hoover skating with the puck. Over to the far side boards, tries to clear the zone. She does. Anaya pressuring, stick lift. Anaya can't handle the puck. It goes into the zone. Everblades turn it over to Anaya. Anaya sends it forward. Wolf sends it in deep and pulls back to the defensive spot. It's Wolf and Hoover out there. I thought it was Anthony. Hoover sends it down to Anaya. Anaya chips it ahead to Lane. Lane to his backhand. Has it taken away by the Everblades. Everblades around their own net. That's the big boy I was talking about earlier. He sends it over to the center who's streaking up the middle. Wolf pokes the puck away over to Anaya. Anaya skating. Tries to go past one defenseman. Sends it down low. Everblades recover the puck. Behind their own net again. Lane pressuring and sent up along the boards. Oktyabrowski steps up, pokes at it. Everblades force it out of the zone. Anaya picks it up. He regroups in the neutral zone. Sees Lane.
10 seconds left.
Hits him with a nice pass. Lane puts the brakes on. Has it poked away. Anaya steps in. Down to the last 5 seconds of the power play. Anaya just ragging the puck. He sends it up and out of the zone. He's going to skate off. Schroeder out of the box. We're getting the second line onto the ice. Waldron's on. McPhee's on. Doss is on.
Waldron zooms out.
Hollingworth and Robinson onto the ice. Icing waved off. Poked into the corner by Medlin. Hollingworth there sends it up along the boards to McPhee. McPhee chips it past the defenseman. He's got Doss racing to the puck. One defenseman to support McPhee chips at the puck, goes down. He ends up taking down Doss. Florida fires the puck up along the boards. Hollingworth over to Doss, who's open in the middle. Doss sends one onto the goalie. He kick saves it. Waldron's there, sends it into the corner. McPhee backing him up, it's past him. Hollingworth steps in, holds his own. McPhee fires it all the way around. Doss racing over to the puck. Over to Robinson, he sends it low. Hollingworth stepping in, he pokes at it into the skates of the Everblades. They have the puck in the neutral zone. Waldron comes in, cleans it up, fires it off the skates of an Everblade player. Everblades are carrying it and they're offsides. 9:43 left in the first period. 0-0 game. Raptors were able to kill off that penalty. We've got Felmy, McLam, and DiLorenzo. Looks like Oktyabrowski and Wolf out there. DiLorenzo on the draw. Everblades win it. DDD pass that doesn't connect. Felmy racing over. Everblades dump it in. Akibrowski on the puck, around her own net. He fires that up along the boards. McLam was there, couldn't clear the zone. Akibrowski sends it up and out. Hits Felmy, couldn't handle the pass. DiLorenzo coming on hot onto the defenseman. Defenseman turns, he's pressured, he tries to center one, puts it on his own net. Goalie covers it up and will take a face off inside their zone. McLam, DiLorenzo, Felmy, Akibrowski, and Wolf out there. DiLorenzo centering the line. DiLorenzo on the face-off. Pushes it back to Felmy. He sends it up to the point. Wolf sends it in low. Let the Everblades pick it off. DiLorenzo pressuring along the boards. Everblades into our zone. Akibrowski pokes it away. Sends it up off of DiLorenzo's skates. Back into the zone. I don't know how that was not offsides. Wolf skating with the puck all the way from the defensive spot into the Everblade zone. He puts a move between the defenseman's legs. Turns the puck over along the boards. Everblades try to clear the zone. Felmy knocks that down, sends it towards the net. Everblades player blocks that. Pass Felmy. DiLorenzo stops that, sends it back low to Felmy. Felmy lost soft one behind the net. McLam's there, picks it up, fires it back behind the net to Felmy. Felmy looking to center one. It gets flopped up in the air, knocked down by a Everblades player. Good poke check by DiLorenzo to hold it in the zone.
Yes.
Right to McLam. Turns, shot. Saved by the goalie. Right down below us. McLam with pressure. Good pressure by this line. Akibrowski steps up, chips it low. Not deep. Right out to an Everblades player streaking. Wolf down there with DiLorenzo back checking. Wolf rides him into the corner. He turns, tries to center one. It's taken away. Wolf sends it up ahead to Felmy. Felmy loses an edge when the puck hits the stick. McLam pressuring. He rides him into the boards. DiLorenzo comes up with the puck. Wolf made a play on it. Everblades came up with it. Hoover's on the ice now to replace Akibrowski. Puck goes behind the Raptors net. Centering attempt by Everblades. Lots of shots going on. Oh, a rebound right onto the forehand of an Everblades player, and they bury the first goal of the game. That was a long shift for that line. 7:29 left in the first period. Everblades are up 1-0. Changed out the whole line there. All right, so we're going to be running Schroeder, Lane, and Anaya, and it's looks like Hoover and Anthony on defense. Schroeder on the draw, pushes it over to the boards. Everblades pick up the puck. Anaya picks it off, cuts to the net, winds up for a shot. Goalie knocks it down.
Shot.
Schroeder with the puck, centering attempt. Lane is there, can't get a good stick on it. Little battle between Lane and one of the Everblades players. It's sent back to Anthony. He turns it over to the Everblades. They're in their zone. Tries to send it low. Hoover fires along to the boards. It's sent down into the Raptors corner. Anthony's there. Wraps around the boards to Anaya. Anaya tries to chip it past the defenseman. He's still in possession of the puck. Sends it up to Schroeder. Schroeder supported by Lane. He sends it over to Lane. Perfect pass. Lane winds up. Shot over the top of the net. It was on edge on his stick. Pushed down to Schroeder. Schroeder with the puck. Another centering attempt. Hits off of the Everblades player's shoulder. Lane going into the corner for the puck. Everblades chops it up over his stick. Everblades just fired out of the zone. Hoover's there. She picks up the puck over the red line. Dumps it in. Anaya with light pressure. Everblades scoop it up. Poke it past Anaya. Schroeder's there to scoop it up. He centers one. It goes right to an Everblades player. Lane harassing. Anthony comes in, pokes at the puck, goes over to the far side. Anaya racing, chips it up along the boards. Everblades scoop it up and try to dump it in. Not a lot on it. Hoover sends it forward to Anaya. Everblades regrouping in the neutral zone. D-to-D pass. He tries to hit the center through the middle, misses. Everblades, two players go down. Hoover's pushing on to the outside. Puck goes down behind her net. Hoover on top of it. She wraps around the corner. Pushes it up. There's an Everblades player there to shut that down. Right in front of Medlin. Everblades poking at it. Medlin covers it up. We're going to get a line change here. It's going to be Hollingworth and Robinson on defense. And we got McPhee, Doss, Waldron out at forward. We need a good shift here. We need to make some plays happen. 5:36 left in the first. Raptors are down 1-0. Waldron pushes it over to the right side. Hollingworth racing to the puck. Everblades fired up. McPhee chips it past the defenseman. McPhee racing, tries to center it over to Doss. He hits Doss, but he couldn't handle the pass, and we ended up in an offsides. I think Doss got into the zone before the puck did. We need some bounces to go our way. That was one that just like, it was just a bad bounce. We'll take a face-off right outside of the Everblades zone. Waldron on the draw. Pushes it over to the right side boards. Hollingworth fires it in, doesn't get in very deep. We're offsides again. It only made it about a foot into the zone. McPhee was in there. Everblades cleared it out, and he sent it back in, caused an offsides. Waldron back to Hollingworth. He dumps it in. McPhee in a puck battle long. He pushes it down low. Doss trying to shut down around the net. Waldron comes over. Everblades clear it out of the zone. Hollingworth racing back. Medlin makes a save. It looks like he covers it up.
What's that?
All right, looks like we changed out the defense. We've got same forwards, and we've got Akibrowski and Wolf out there. Waldron on the face-off. He sends it up to the point of the Everblades, pushes it over to the other defenseman who can't handle it. Oh, Waldron picks up the puck. What do we got here?
What is it? Offside?
Looks like they got, I don't know what the call was there.
Huh?
Maybe that was an offsides.
Yeah.
I don't know why they called that. That did not help us at all. Everblades win the draw, send it into the zone. Akibrowski picks it up, tries to send it over to McPhee off of the boards. McPhee swats at the puck, it flops up in the air. Akibrowski tries to push it over to Doss, it's taken away. Everblades going to the zone. Akibrowski rides him off, backhands it up to Doss, he clears the zone. Everblades trying to wait for their players to get out. Doss pressuring. Waldron comes in to help him out. Everblades just fired in deep. Wolf racing around into the corner. He's going to send it up along the wall. McPhee chips it out of the zone. Waldron over to Yellen. Yellen's onto the ice with this line. Waldron picks up the puck. Sends it to Akibrowski on the point. He fires one towards the net. Goalie kicks it off. Waldron pressuring. Fired up along the boards. Akibrowski holds his own. Tries to push it in deep. He's still fighting for that puck. Yellen comes over, swats at it. Everblades cleared the zone. Akibrowski fires it all the way over to the far side. McPhee racing off for a change. DiLorenzo onto the ice. Yellen, DiLorenzo pressuring. DiLorenzo scoops up the puck. Turns, cuts to the middle, loses it. Hoover steps in to try to hold the zone. She can't. Looks like Anthony and Hoover are both out there on defense. I'm trying to see who the third forward is. I believe it's McLam. Centering attempt by the Everblades. Big pile up in front of the net. Hoover goes over to pick up the puck in the corner. Sends it up. Defenseman's able to hold the zone. Yellen was getting a little ahead of that one. Anthony comes up with the puck. He's skating. Tries to cut to the middle. It's poked away by the Everblades. They dump it down into the zone. That's going to go. It almost went for icing, but Medlin had to make a save. Hoover picks it up. Sends it up into the middle, trying to hit McLam, but it's picked off by the Everblades. Anthony comes in, cleans up the puck, fires it all around the other side. Everblade player there. Hoover knocks that pass away. Centering attempt. Hoover in a puck battle in the corner. Everblades attempting the center, blocked again by Hoover. DiLorenzo comes in to help up, wraps it around the boards. Anthony racing over. Everblades are to the puck first. DiLorenzo picks it up behind our own net. He's skating, has it taken away. A shot from the Everblades kicked away by Medlin. Anthony fires one up along the boards. Everblades holding the zone. Off the side of the net. looking for a centering attempt. Everblades shot. Good pass and shot by the Everblades. They're kind of working us on this shift. Another centering attempt by the Everblades. Everblades just trying to put it in front of our net. Yelling comes away with the puck. He's fast breaking. We're offsides.
McLaren was offsides. McLaren was offsides.
Yeah, it looked like McLaren was offsides. All right, 1:44 left in the first. Raptors down 1-0. It's Schroeder, Lane, and Anaya with Hollingworth and Robinson on defense. Schroeder wins the draw. Robinson tries to fire it in. It's blocked. Another swat at it by Robinson. It goes in, but not deep. Schroeder's puck battling. Everblades finally clear the zone. Hollingworth chasing the puck. He's looking at his options. Hollingworth wrapping around our net, fires it around to Anaya. Anaya picks up the puck along the boards. Skating. Anaya's got space. He's just going to carry it over to the far side of the lane. It's chipped away. Everblades trying to clear it out of the zone. They do. It goes between Robinson's legs to a streaking Everblades player, but Hollingworth is there to knock that away. Into the corner. Hollingworth wraps it around. Anaya picks it up again. Anaya cuts to the middle, loses it, picks it back up. This time it clears the zone. Lane with the pressure. D-to-D pass by the Everblades. Everblades working it through the neutral zone. Into the Raptor zone. Around Robinson. Looking for someone in front of the net. Bangs it off the side of Medlin. Everblades still in possession of the puck. Centering attempt to nobody. Lane picks it up. Lane sends it over to Anaya. Anaya into the zone, puts a move on. Sends a shot, kicked by the goalie. Lane couldn't get there for the rebound. Robinson can't hold the zone, so we're going to have to regroup. He sends one across and it's picked off by the Everblades. Hollingworth pushing him to the outside and the Everblades are offsides. 22 seconds left in the first. We've got Wolf and Okubraya coming on. Okubrowski, sorry. And then we got McPhee, Waldron, and Doss on the ice. Waldron on the face-off. He pushes it back. Everblades come up with that off the draw. They dump it into our zone. Okubrowski sends it forward to Doss. Doss chips it off the boards. McPhee pressuring into the zone. Everblades clear it out. Waldron in a puck battle. Everblades push it forward. Okubrowski sends it up to Doss. Doss just dumps it in. He goes down. That's going to be the end of the first. Not a bad first period. I'll be honest, this is exactly what I was expecting from the Everblades. Having looked at all their prior scores, I was like, hey, they're not going to be a bad team. I think them and the Junior Icemen are both going to be good teams. They're probably equal to that Lakeland team we played the other day. So a team we can beat, but we got to play good hockey.
Some good opportunities too to get those rebounds.
Yeah, we need a few pucks to bounce our way right now. That's what I'm looking for. All right, we got the fan club that just joined us down on this end now.
That's it.
It is cold in here, man. It is cold in here. Yeah. All right, let's hope the Raptors have a nice bounce back second. We need to pour it on. All right. Starting up the second period. We're going to stick with the same line. It's McPhee, Dawson, Waldron, Okubrowski, and Wolf on defense.
Man, the greatest thing about our team is we keep digging and digging and digging. We don't give up.
Yep. Connor Medlin in goal.
You got to keep playing to the end. You know?
Yep, that's right.
Here we go. Let's get this party started.
Oh, we switched the line actually. It's Schroeder, Lane, and Anaya, and same defenseman. Schroeder on the face-off. Everblades win it. They come up with the puck over the red line. He just dumps it in. Okubrowski chasing the puck behind our net. Skating with the puck. Fires it off the boards. Up ahead. Lane can't handle it, but Schroeder's right there. Schroeder with speed into the zone. flops one over, trying to hit Anaya. Anaya picks the puck up, centers it. It was rolling on his stick. Schroeder's there with pressure behind the net. Lane takes a shot and misses. Everblades are on the puck. Wolf skating backwards. Everblades try to poke it past him. Akibrasi comes in to help out. Rides him into the corner. Centering attempt. Goes right through the Everblades player legs. Lane picks up the puck. He tries to put a move on. Loses it. That's going to go down. Hands up for icing. It's going to be a face-off down. Oh, it's waved off by the ref at the last second. Everblades have the puck. Looking for a breakout. He fires it off the boards. Akibrasi holds his own. Lane pressuring. Can't get a stick on the puck. Everblades fire it past Lane. Akibrasi steps up. They chip it past him. He's racing to get back. Stick lifting. Cuts to the middle. Forehand shot. Medlin off to the side with his blocker. Nair winds up. Fires one off the boards. The defenseman holds his own. Akibrasi picks off that pass. He's skating with the puck. Supported by Lane. Into the zone he goes. Tries for a backhanded pass. Loses it. Sends another one. Lane can't handle the pass. Everblades try to clear it. Careens off into the sidewall. Center attempt by Lane. It's blocked. Everblades skating with the puck. Akibrasi steps up, gets a stick on it, pokes it away, chips it ahead. Nobody there. He's racing over to change. Anthony's onto the ice. I see Doss, Hoover, and Anthony out there. Waldron. We got the whole second line out there. McPhee, Waldron, and Doss. Anthony and Hoover on defense. Anthony with the puck, fires it up on the boards. Past McPhee. D-to-D pass by the Everblades. The defenseman can't handle it. Goes into their zone. Looking at options, sends it up to the right wing. Hoover steps up. It goes in between her legs. Anthony comes in and pokes that away. He pushes it out, unfortunately, right to the stick of an Everblades player. Waldron sends it off to the side. Waldron going into the boards, fires it up. McPhee with the puck, chips it past the defenseman. McPhee racing, past the other defenseman. It's knocked away from him. And it came out of the zone real quick and then right back in. McPhee was offsides. That's what I'm talking about. Those are the bounces that we can't get to go our way right now. That was just like a weird play. All right, all the same 5 players are on the ice. 10:27 left in the second. Waldron on the faceoff. Pulls it back. McPhee grabs it, sends it into the zone. Waldron and Doss pressuring. Doss is going to be the first to the puck behind the net. He tries to center, but it's poked away quickly by the Everblades. Everblades skating with the puck. Hoover and Anthony backing into the zone. Anthony was beat. Hoover's there to ride behind the net. Waldron comes in to help out. Waldron scoops the puck, tries to poke it along the boards. It's knocked away. Anthony's there to help out. Anthony picks the puck up behind her own net. He tries to send it up to McPhee. Doesn't get a lot on it. Misses on the second attempt. Anthony in a puck battle. It goes up to McPhee. McPhee's looking. Doss is there. I don't think you can see him. He gets over the red line and dumps it in. Doss racing for the puck behind the net. Tries to center one. It doesn't get much on it. Another centering attempt. It does go to McPhee's stick. He winds up. The shot's blocked. McPhee in a puck battle along the boards. Robinson stepped in and tried to hold the zone but couldn't. Doss turns and fires one in. McPhee pressuring, tries to poke it. Florida turns it over. Waldron picks it off. Robinson tries to hold the zone and he does. Doss picks up the puck. He's walking it in. Shot. It's high into the goalie's glove. We'll take a face off inside the Everblade zone. Got to keep that shot down a little bit, create a rebound. All right, so we've got McLam, DiLorenzo, and Felmy, it looks like, with Akibrasi and Hollingworth on defense. So a little bit of a change here with the defensive pairing. I think the Everblades were short one player. DiLorenzo on the face-off. He pushes the puck over to the side. Florida comes up with it. DiLorenzo pressuring. It's pushed a little bit past Hollingworth. Hollingworth grabs the puck, sends it up along the boards to Felmy. Couldn't get to it. Everblades push over the other defenseman. He fires it up along the boards. Di Lorenzo comes in, can't make a play on the puck, but Akabrowski does. He winds up, sends one, it's blocked. Felmy was behind the net, couldn't handle the puck. Puck's just flopping around in the middle. Hollingworth holds his own, sends one towards the net. It goes wide left. McLam pressuring. Everblades send it up along the boards. Akabrowski holds his own, sends it in, not deep. He's down on the ice and the Everblades come out past him. Hollingworth quickly transitions to backwards. Center pass, wide open man. Easy save for Medlin. He didn't get much on that shot. Medlin gloved it up. That was unfortunate for Akabrowski. He fell down there on the blue line right after he held it. Someone slid into his feet, and then there's that lucky bounce that keeps going their way. That's what makes me a little nervous. All right, so we've got Lane, Schroeder, Anaya, and it looks like Wolf and Robinson on defense. Everblades win the draw, but they send it blindly. Anaya tries to hit Lane. He does. Lane is in for a breakaway. Shot. Oh, good save by the goalie. It's still loose. Everyone's swatting at the puck. It was a good attempt by Lane. Great save by the goalie, and we got a lot of whacks at the puck afterwards. It looked like Lane pretty much got tackled. I was hoping to see a penalty come out of this.
You're going to be on the power play?
Yeah, I think we should be on the power play. I mean, the kid literally just bear hugged, took them down. So it's going to be a Raptor power play for a minute 30. 8 minutes left in the second period. We're going to keep the same lineup out there. Nice draw by Schroeder. Lane tries to push it up to Robinson. He wasn't prepared for it. We'll regroup in the neutral zone, send it over to Wolf. Wolf over the red line. He sends it ahead to Anaya. He just pokes it to Schroeder. Schroeder to Lane. Lane fires one in. It goes over the top of the net. Looks like it possibly went out of play. I couldn't see what happened to the puck, but it's going to be another face-off inside the Everblades zone. Need to capitalize on this power play. Schroeder on the face-off. It goes to the middle, back to Robinson. Robinson sends it down to Lane. Lane tries to fire it low, he can't. Robinson steps up, sends one towards the net. Gloved by the goalie, he covers it up. Minute 4 left in the power play. Raptors down 1-0, 7:36 left in the second period. Schroeder, third face-off on the power play, over to Lane. Lane tries to send it up to Robinson, he can't. Schroeder comes in to help out. Robinson tries to hold the zone, he's unable to. Everblades are first to the puck, breakaway opportunity. Medlin doesn't have to make the save, he misses the net, but good opportunity here for the Everblades. Raptors is trying to clear another shot. Oh, that takes a weird bounce. Medlin read that, oh my God, that thing was deflected. It probably slowed down about 5 or 10 miles an hour in a weird redirect, and he just stayed focused and gloved that one up. Nice save by Medlin.
Great save.
All right, we're changing them up here. We got Hoover and Anthony on defense. McPhee, Dawson, Waldron at forward. Waldron on the draw. Everblades win it. They try to chip it ahead. Anthony pushes it out of the zone. McPhee chasing the puck. McPhee into the zone. He fires it down low. Doss with the puck. Centers it. No one there. Hoover stepping in. She turns, sends it down into the corner. Centering attempt by Waldron. Doss to the puck. Tries to fire it to the middle. It's blocked. Off the boards. Anthony steps in. Tries to hold the zone. He does. Anthony needs to send that puck over. Sends it down low. Right to Doss. He can't get a shot off. McPhee in a puck battle along the boards. He turns and fires one towards the net. Off the side. Waldron wrapping around. It chips right back behind the net. Doss gets the stick on it. Anthony racing to hold the zone. He turns and backhands it in. Doss racing to the puck. Sends it down low. It's blocked. Everblades try to fire it out of the zone. Hoover steps in. Can't hold the zone. She turns and fires along the boards again. Anthony turns and rips it into the zone. Doss blocks that one. Waldron skating the puck. He makes his own entry. Just sends it down into the corner. Goes all the way behind the net. Everblades try to fire it up along the board. That's blocked by Doss. That's a trip. I don't know how that didn't get called. Up to Anthony along the point. Oh, defenseman chips it past him. Good back check by Waldron to break that up. Wolf's in there to help out. Wolf fires up along the board that's blocked. Waldron on the puck. Everblades in a puck battle with Waldron. Wolf comes in to help him out. Some grimy play right below us. Wraparound attempt by the Everblades. It's covered up by Medlin. Whistle by the ref. We're going to get some fresh legs on the ice here. All right, we got Wolf and Oktobrowski back on defense. It's Lane, Schroeder, and Anaya. 5:18 left in the second period. Raptors down 1-0. Ref's doing a little equipment cleanup here, tightening the chin strap. Schroeder for the face-off. Everblades win the draw, but Lane steps in and pushes it out of the zone. Anaya pressuring. Lane sends it forward. Anaya and Schroeder into the zone. Schroeder tries to send it low, he can't. Oktobrowski tried to hold the zone. He was offsides by a couple inches. Might have been more. I can't see that well from this far away. All right, same lineup. Schroeder on another draw into the Everblades zone. He tries to send it to the defenseman, hits Anaya. Anaya rips a shot. It goes wide right. Anaya first to the puck. Everblades pick it up. They chip it past Wolf. Schroeder back checks and clears it up along the boards. Everblades get it, send it into the zone. Schroeder tries to clear. Wolf chopping at it. It's out of the zone. And Everblades are right back in. Oktobrowski standing in front. Oktobrowski swats at it. Everblades in possession. He winds up. Shot off the side of the net. Lane turns and just rips a slap shot along the boards. Everblade defenseman gets there and holds his own. Anaya chips and he can't get it out. Oh, he did get it out. That was a blind pass. Anaya was right there. And it, I guess, came out of the zone for a couple inches. Enough to create an offsides. All right, we got Hollingworth and Robinson on defense. And it's Yellen, McLam, and DiLorenzo. Joey.
Girls!
DiLorenzo on the face-off. It's a neutral draw. And Robinson clears it out into the neutral zone. Everblades send it up, trying to make a zone entry. It's blocked by DiLorenzo. Pushed forward by McLam. Everblades send it over the right wing. Two players colliding, go down. Hollingworth racing over, he gets a stick on it. Everblades come up with it. Floating around the point over to the other defenseman. He winds up, shot, it's blocked by Yellen. Hollingworth pushes it ahead to DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo skating through the neutral zone, he's going to take it to the outside. Cuts back to the middle, loses an edge. Right to the Everblades. Luckily, Hollingworth was able to get back. He's going to turn, fires it off the boards, doesn't get it out of the zone. Robinson steps up. Luckily, the Everblades player went down. Hollingworth sends it up to DiLorenzo on the right wing. DiLorenzo skating. He's going to make a zone entry. Cutting towards the net. Winds up. Shot off the side of the net or the goalie. I couldn't really tell. Everblades pick up that rebound and they're fast breaking. Robinson skating. Anthony's onto the ice to replace Hollingworth. Everblades ridden off into the corner. Looking for a centering attempt. Good coverage by McLam. Yellen backhands one right to an Everblades player. Puck goes behind our net. Robinson is there. It's Robinson and Anthony out on the ice. Anthony up to McLam. Nice pass. Sorry, Robinson to McLam. Nice pass. It's sent down into the Everblades zone. We're changing. Hoover's onto the ice with Anthony. Waldron and Doss are out there. McPhee went down behind the net and he's trying to get back into the play. Everblades carrying the puck. Waldron steps up, knocks it away. Waldron fires it up along the boards. Pass is picked off. Anthony steps in and pokes at the puck. Waldron grabs it, sends it up ahead, tries to hit McPhee. It's a little too far ahead of him. Icing's waved off. McPhee into the corner, swats at the puck. Everblades send it up along the boards. Hoover bangs it right back down low. McPhee onto the puck, tries to center one, gets it to Waldron. Waldron walking, looking for Doss in front. Can't connect. Everblades fast breaking the other way. Anthony and Hoover getting back. Doss back checks into the play. He ends up on the puck behind the net. Doss tries to fire it. It's blocked. Doss and Anthony in a puck battle down low. 3 Raptors, 3 and 2 Everblade players in there. Waldron comes in. He digs the puck out. He's going to wrap it up along the boards. Defenseman steps in to hold it, and he does. Waldron pushes it ahead to McPhee. McPhee skating with the puck. Sends it over to Doss. Nice pass. Doss is ridden to the outside. He just fires one, and it's blocked. I would like to see him take that inside lane, maybe draw a penalty. Everblades dumping into our zone. Anthony picks it up, sends it along the boards. Defenseman steps up and sends it right back into the zone, and they're offsides. .112 left in the second period. Raptors still down 1-0. We've got Wolf and Okubroski out there with Lane, Anaya, and Schroeder. Schroeder on the draw. It's pushed back to our defenseman. Okubroski grabs it, turns to his forehand, clears it out of the zone. Puck battle along the boards right in front of Everblades' bench. It's sent down to Wolf. Wolf sends it. It's blocked. Everblades have the puck. Shot. Okubroski blocks it with his chest. He assesses, sees Lane on the left wing. Hits Lane with a nice pass. Lane tries to cut to the middle, turns over the puck. Everblades still in possession of the puck. He cuts to the middle. It's poked away by Okubroski. Wolf trying to hold the player. He goes behind her net, looking for someone to center to. No one there. Schroeder sees the puck, starts skating with it. Lane picks it up as Schroeder was taken down. Lane cuts to the left, gets a shot off. Goalie makes a nice save. Anaya pressuring down low. Wolf holds the zone, sends it in low. Anaya pushes it deeper. Wolf sends it down low again. This time Everblades are able to clear. They try to hit a man who was wide open for a breakaway. This is going to be an icing. 11.4 seconds left in this second period. Raptors still down 1-0. It's actually been a really good hockey game.
Yeah.
It's like a great matchup, you know?
Yeah.
Their goalie is pretty good.
Gotta hit those rebounds.
All right, we got Hollingworth and Robinson out on defense. Same line, same forwards. Schroeder to take the face off. Schroeder pushes it to Anaya. It's fired up along the boards by the Everblades. Hollingworth holds his own, sends one to Lane. He turns and rips a shot. It's blocked. Anaya sends one towards the net, also blocked, and goes wide. Everblades trying to fast break, but that's going to be the end of the period. Yeah, I can't say much more than like this is just evenly matched. They got that one kind of grimy goal in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm cold.
You do like some jumping jacks or warm up. People don't want to hear you moaning in the back.
We've got cold, complaining kids with us.
And then he's an Indian too.
All right, this is our period, man. It's got to make or break right now.
We got it.
As Doss says, right? All gas, no brakes.
No gas, no brakes. Got to tire him out.
Let's go.
Come on, man.
Getting that final pump, you know, to get them fired up for this third period.
Just gotta keep grinding.
Damon's over here shaking. That camera's rattling.
That's right.
I'm cold.
All right, looks like we're gonna run Schroeder, Lane, Anaya, and Robinson and Hollingworth for the first to start off the third period. Everblades are pumped up. They're banging on the boards pretty hard. They want to finish this thing off, but I hope the Raptors spoil. Schroeder on the draw, pushes it forward. Everblades win it. Defenseman up to the right wing who just turns and fires it into the zone. Playing some dump and chase hockey. Hollingworth behind the net, fires around the boards. Anaya there to pick it up. He loses the puck. Everblades send it low. It's fired off to the side by Robinson. Schroeder gets on the puck, fires it, tries to clear the zone. Everblades hold it. Anaya can't clear. Hollingworth tries to clear. Another shot in by the Everblades. Puck save. Great opportunity for the Everblades. Medlin made the initial save, created a rebound. Everblades had a player there, but weren't able to put it in. Anaya just turns and fires it into the corner. Lane racing to the puck. Lane still puck battling. He turns and fires it. It's picked off by the Everblades to clear the zone. Everblades going to the Raptor zone. Hollingworth trying to keep him to the outside. Centering attempt by the Everblades. Right to a player wide open in front of Medlin, and they bang it in. Raptors need some fire here. All right, it's Waldron, McPhee, and Doss out there with Hoover and Anthony on defense. We need something. We need some magic here. We're down 2-0 in the third period with 12 minutes left. Waldron on the draw. Everblades come up with it into the zone. Hoover picks the puck, sends it up over to McPhee. McPhee skates the puck out of the zone, over the red line, sends it into the middle, tries to hit Waldron. It's picked off. Puck goes back into our zone. Hoover's chasing it. Hoover picks the puck up behind the Raptors net. Sends it over the near side boards. No one was there. Grabs her own pass. Fires it off the boards. Trying to hit Doss on a break, but broken up by the Everblades. Everblades right back into our zone. Anthony's there battling. This time. Puck makes its way into the middle. Hoover picks it up behind her own net. She turns, fires it up along the boards to McPhee. Defenseman takes it away from him, sends it right back into the middle. Hoover grabs the puck, tries to hit Doss, can't connect. Puck's fired past Doss. It goes right between his legs. Anthony with the puck behind her own net. He's rapping. Looking for help. Fires it up along the boards. Clears the zone. McPhee pressuring as the Everblades try to put it back in. They put it back in and it creates an offsides. All right, keeping the same forwards, and now we've got Oktobrowski and Wolf out there on defense. 10:54 left in the third. We need some magic here. Waldron on the face-off. He wins it back. Oktobrowski can't handle the puck, but Waldron comes in and picks it up. Waldron skating. He's going to go into the zone. He's supported by Doss in the middle. McPhee in the high slot. Waldron skating, going around the net, looking for help. Tries to push it. It's blocked. Waldron's still in possession of the puck. Sends it to the middle. Doss was ridden off by the big boy. Everblades pick the puck up and they're right out of the zone. Play was ridden over to the boards. McPhee in a chase for the puck. Everblades looking for a bailout option. Oh, Waldron's there to pick off that pass but can't handle it. These are the bounces that we just can't get to go our way today. Waldron was in a perfect spot and then the puck flops off his stick. Oktobrowski on the puck, chips it up ahead to Doss. Too many men on the ice, but it's not going to be called. Everblades grab the puck. They're going to the Raptor zone. McPhee chips it out. They regroup and send it right back in deep. Wolf is on the puck. Right in front of the Raptors bench. Sends it up. Tries to clear the zone. He can't. Everblades pick it up, walk to the middle. DiLorenzo trying to fight to get out of the zone. Everblades pick it up. They're walking towards the net. Winds up on Medlin. Another one wide open in front of the net. Medlin gives up a rebound, and there's someone right there. It flops right on his stick perfectly in front of the net for an easy tap in. It's 3-0 for the Raptors. Raptors are down 3-0, 9:27 left in the third. It's not looking good. Coach Doss is going to call a timeout. good timeout by the coach.
Wait, they got a
They need to
hat trick?
regroup here. They're in a bad way.
They got a hat trick?
I don't think so.
Yeah, this is not what we were hoping for, and the thing is, we're evenly matched with this team. We should have a couple goals. We could be winning this game right now. That's what's hard to watch. It's certainly not a mismatch by any means.
No. He's not getting those bounces on the puck.
Yeah, all three of their goals have been off of rebound that have just landed right on someone's forehand for like a really easy shot. All right, it's Schroeder, Lane, and Anaya out with Robinson and Hollingworth on D. Anaya comes up with the puck off of that face-off. He winds up, sends one into the goalie's glove. We gotta fire some lower shots. We're just throwing it right into the glove.
We get some rebounds.
Yeah, we need some rebounds.
On the bottom.
Yep. Fire it off of those pads and make them kick it out in front. Schroeder on the draw. Everblades win it. They send it up. Hollingworth trying to hold the zone. He does. Down to Schroeder. It's poked away. Lane coming in. He fires one low. There it was. Created a good rebound too, but no one was there. Hollingworth fires it down low. Anaya grabs it. Another centering attempt right there to Lane. Oh, Lane can't get the puck. He fires it into the middle up to Hollingworth on the point. He sends one low. It's blocked. Schroeder turns, fires one wide of the net. Lane fires and blasts it. That has to be in the net.
It's a goal.
Oh God, I don't know what they're going to call here. They might want to go to our footage and see. It looked like the goalie slid into the net with the puck, and then of course they just dug it out. That's a good goal.
There we go.
I think that was really a goal. It looked like he was in the net with the puck. Yeah, and of course they dug it out. They had several seconds. So 8:49 left in the third period. Raptors got their first goal of the game. It's 3-1.
Get this rally going.
Let's ride some momentum right now and go into Raptor mode and start blasting some pucks in the net.
That's what we gotta do. Fire.
All right. McPhee, Waldron, Doss with
great
Hoover and
pressure
Anthony
there.
on defense. Waldron on the draw, wins it back clean, tries to push it to Hoover, ends up getting chipped up to McPhee. McPhee skating with the puck. He's pushed wide. He turns, fires it. It goes down behind the net. Doss racing in with some pressure, puts the brakes on. Chip that. Oh, right to Waldron. Shot. Oh! Yeah, baby.
3-2. What
That's what I'm talking about. That's the bounce we needed.
That was the timeout we needed.
Yep.
Doss got him reset.
Heck yeah, Doss reset
Now we
them.
go. It's time to turn it up.
All right, 3-2 Raptors. 8:30 left in the third.
Let's go, baby.
That just got me pumped up. I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty amazing.
Two goals in what? 30 seconds?
Yeah, but hey, it's that pressure, right? You gotta get that pressure on. Doss came down here, forced that defenseman to make a bad play. He turns it right over to Waldron, and Waldron doesn't miss in that spot very often.
It's Raptors hockey, man.
That's right. We start pouring it on. Hey, so the Florida Everblades just took their timeout, which also a good call by their coach because they just gave up 2 goals in 30 seconds. So, like I said, good hockey game here. This is pretty exciting. I wouldn't ask for much more in a semifinal game. Doss is fired up. He's got the boys chanting over there.
So it's about.
All right, let's go.
Pressure on.
Waldron, McPhee, Doss, Oktobrowski, and looks like Wolf out there. Puck's pushed ahead. McPhee goes down. Over to Wolf. Wolf's over the red line, tries to send it in. It gets into the zone, not deep. McPhee pressuring along the boards. Everblades clear it out. Oktobrowski comes in to pick up the puck that was pushed in by the Everblades.
Nice turn.
Looked like he was going behind our net. Turns, fires,
Yes.
off the boards.
Here we go.
McPhee trying to chip it
Pass it.
past the
Sends it.
defenseman. He
Here we
pushes
go.
it forward to Doss. Doss is in on a breakaway. He gets a backhand shot off. Waldron picks up that rebound. Waldron in a puck battle right in front of us. He kicks it down into the corner. Doss is there. Waldron picks up that puck. Oh, he can't handle it. It's caught in front. Bobrovsky can't hold the zone. He sends it over to the far side to Wolf. All the
pass.
Raptors clear. Wolf's into the zone. He winds up, sends one that's blocked. It's behind the net. Waldron's first to the puck. McPhee calling for it in front. His centering attempt's blocked. He gets a backhand shot off. McPhee tries to shut down the breakout. It's fired along the boards. Wolf steps up, able to hold the zone. Wolf carrying the puck in. He has the puck picked away from Everblades trying to break out. Oh, Waldron steps in to try to block their breakout, but the Everblades come up with it. Waldron rides him over to the boards. Doss fires it into the zone. McPhee with the pressure. Oh, man. McPhee almost created a turnover on the back check. Everblades going to the zone.
There we go.
It's poked away. Wrapped around our net. Everblades are first to the puck. Doss pokes at it. He sends one over to McPhee. It's stepped up on by the Everblades defenseman and he fires it back into our zone. Everblades ship it up along the boards. Raptors playing with a different kind of grit right now. McLam racing to the puck.
Keep it in.
Everblades trying to clear the zone when they
Get
do.
back, Max.
DiLorenzo walks in. DiLorenzo sends the puck into the corner. McLam chasing. He's first on it, ridden off by an Everblades player. Felmy comes in, tries to lay a check on. Icing's waved off. Robinson racing back. Looks like Hollingworth lost an edge. Oh no, that was DiLorenzo that lost an edge. Centering attempt by the Everblades, it's blocked. Looking to clear the zone. It looked like McLam got a little bit of a stick on it. Created an offsides. Everblades fired it in. They still have players inside the zone. 6:03 left in the third period. Raptors are down 3-2. There's another game behind us, so you can hear the music from the other team. We're right by the locker rooms. All right, we've got Schroeder, Anaya, Lane with Hoover and Anthony out there. Center ice face-off because of a forced offsides. Schroeder pushes the puck back to the Everblades, follows his own puck, and he's racing into the zone, harassed. Schroeder trying to cut towards the net. He flops one high in the air. Anaya racing over to it. Anaya sends it over. Schroeder races in and grabs it. Around one player. Schroeder still in possession of the puck. He lifts one, sends it towards the net. Rebound is there. Anthony onto the puck. Tries to send it over to Hoover. Hoover sends it low, but it's poked away by the Everblades. Oh, it goes right between her legs. Anthony coming in. Anthony makes a play on the puck. He's going to draw a penalty. I could actually live with that penalty right there because that was about to be a breakaway. Hoover stepped in to hold the puck and they poked it right between her legs. They were on a fast break. Anthony came in. I don't think he had much else of a choice. So Raptors are going to be killing a penalty now with 5:29 left in the third. We're down 3-2. Maybe we could pull off a shorty.
Need to get a chip.
What are we doing here? Alright, so we got Anaya and Lane with Oktobrowski and Wolf out there on defense. We got to kill this thing off. Anaya on the draw. It ends up going up to the Everblades point. Shot goes in. Medlin makes a save. Wolf with the puck, just trying to clear the zone. Big man steps in and knocks it down. Defenseman fires one, hits his own player. It drops down. Anaya tries to clear and he can't. Puck goes behind our net. Wolf picks it up. Turns it over to the Everblades player. Puck battle down low. Anaya supporting Wolf. Oktobrowski steps in, grabs the puck. It's taken away by a defenseman. They weren't able to clear the zone. We finally do. Everblades will have to regroup. Sends it over to the left defenseman. Defenseman decides to skate the puck. Lane comes in to try to poke it. Doesn't get much on it. Everblades wrap it all the way around. Their defenseman steps in. Anaya's there to harass. It goes to the middle. Oktobrowski coming up to try to block this push over into the far side corner. Wolf on the puck. Wolf skating, trying to clear the zone. Defenseman loses an edge. Oh, and Wolf, the last second, he gets a stick on it. Wolf had all the momentum. He was going in pretty good. Everblades onto the puck. Wolf pulls off and jumps back to defense. 20 seconds left on the power play for the Everblades. Anaya harassing. Everblades past him. Turns it over to Oktobrowski. Chips it off to the boards. Anaya on the puck carrier. D-to-D pass. He misses on it. Lane racing to the puck. Lane's going to cut to the middle. Center. Oh! Anaya can't handle it. It was on his backhand, and he fires one across the middle. Lane couldn't get on it. Anaya's a righty. That would have been a perfect setup for a lefty. Unfortunately, Hoover steps in, tries to hold the zone. It's pushed past. Everblades chasing. Hoover turns. She's going behind her own net. Hoover skating with the puck still. She cuts to the middle. Hoover's going all the way on this one. Hoover sends one towards the net. I like it. Goalie can't handle it. And Hoover follows her own shot. He steps in to try to hold the zone. She racks the puck, turns. Chips it along the boards. Everblades poke it away. Hoover comes back, chips it over to McPhee. McPhee centers one to Doss. Doss into the zone. 3 minutes left in the third period. Doss on his backhand, cuts to his forehand, takes a shot. Goalie chips it off into the corner. No one there pressuring. McPhee going over to the boards to try to poke it away. Hollingworth steps in to try to hold the zone. He can't. Robinson skating backwards. Good back check by Waldron. Hollingworth over to the puck on the far side boards. He tries to chip it up and out of the zone. Defenseman steps in and holds it. Waldron comes in, fires one over to the far side of Doss. Doss puts a move on the defenseman. Doss racing into the zone. He's supported by McPhee. Oh, McPhee on the puck. Waldron's there too. Oh, that puck's flopping everywhere. Oh, that was a good opportunity. Everblades fired off the wall. Robinson tries to step in. Doss waits for everyone to clear, pushes it in, and it's knocked away. Sent low by Robinson. Waldron pressuring. Defenseman puts the brakes on, looking for an outlet pass. Robinson can't hold the zone. It bounces right over his stick. Push to the middle. Everblades come up with it. He puts the brakes on. Robinson poking at it, sends him to the outside. Centering attempt by the Everblades. McPhee onto the puck. McPhee racing the defenseman. He chips it down low. Hollingworth picking up the puck. Hollingworth looking for options. Fires it along the board. It's knocked down by the Everblades. McPhee grabs the puck, tries to center it. Everblades are all over him. Waldron tries to clear. He can't. Doss comes in, sliding, loses an edge. Anaya onto the ice. We're going to get some fresh legs. We were trying to change there. That was a long shift for that line. Minute 29 left in the third period. We're still down 3-2. We've got Schroeder, Anaya, Lane. And it looks like Oktobrowski and Wolf on defense. Schroeder on the faceoff, pushes it back. Wolf skates it, tries to hit Anaya. It's knocked down. I'll give these Everblades players credit. They're all over us. The second we have the puck, they're on you. They chip it into our zone. Anaya comes up with the puck, tries to hit Lane. He does. Lane right back to Anaya. It's pushed over to the far side. Lane racing to the puck. He's supported by Anaya and Schroeder. Lane tries to get a shot off. He can't. Schroeder turns, fires one to the net. Kick saved by the goalie. Lane's right here where the puck is. Oktobrowski steps up, fires a shot. It's chipped up. The goalie has to make a save. He covers it up. 53 seconds left in the third period. It's going to be a face-off inside the Everblade zone. That puck took a weird bounce. Good job for the goalie to adjust to that. What's that? Maybe. DiLorenzo is calling for the coach to pull the goalie. It's not a bad idea. Maybe another 20 seconds. Lane takes this face off. It goes up to the point. Oktobrowski takes it, just sends it down into the corner. Anaya chasing the puck. Anaya tries to get a stick on it. He can't. Wolf steps up. Schroeder's on the puck. Lane sitting in front, wide open. Schroeder centers one. It's knocked away. Schroeder with the puck. He centers it again to Lane. One-timer. Oh! Anaya chopping at the puck. It was loose. Really good opportunity there for the Raptors. No one could be mad, but that puck was loose. I can't blame Anaya for swatting at that thing. All right, 30 seconds left in this game.
Some good hooks
Raptors
here.
are down 3-2. Lane's going to take this face off again. All right, it's Schroeder, Anaya, Lane, Okubrowski, and Wolf. Lane's taking this face off. Lane wins it, tries to get a shot off, fires it into the ref's legs. It's pushed up along the boards. Okubrowski tries to hold the zone. He can't. He actually loses his stick. Wolf racing in on that puck. We're down to the last 15 seconds of the game. Wolf around her on net. Pushes it up to Anaya. Anaya looking for Lane. Lane can't handle the pass. It's sent to the middle.
Gotta get a shot here.
Wolf goes into the zone. He's going to have to wind up and fire one. It's a flopper. It goes to the right of the net, and that's going to be the game. Unfortunately, the Raptors lose in the semifinals, and that's the end of our tournament. It was a really good hockey game, honestly. I can't say anything bad about it. I mean, Raptors were down 3-0, fought back to a 3-2 loss, unfortunately, but good game. We'll see you guys at the next one, and we got games next weekend, so we'll be live for you guys. Take care, everyone. Safe travels.